One day, Lionel Messi, the famous football player, decided to do something new in his life. He had moved to Miami and joined a team called Inter Miami. Even though he was rich and famous, he was always kind and humble. That afternoon, he went to a fancy car store called Lux Auto House. This store had very special and rare cars. Messi walked into the store wearing a simple Argentina team t-shirt and sandals. Most of the workers didn't notice him. He walked slowly, looking at the beautiful cars lined up neatly. It was clear he wanted to find something special. Then he saw a black car with a cool design. It looked strong and shiny. Messi stopped in front of the car and stared at it. He really liked it. Then he went to a young worker sitting at a desk and asked nicely, "Excuse me, can you tell me more about this car?" The worker looked up from his phone, stared at Messi, and without much interest said, "I'll call the manager." He didn't say anything else and walked away, leaving Messi standing alone. Messi looked back at the car, touching its shiny surface. It was truly a beautiful car. He had always been a fan of cars, and each one he bought had a special meaning for him. He wasn't just looking for something expensive. He wanted something that fit his personality and style. A few minutes later, a man in a fancy suit walked towards him. He looked important and proud. His name was Marcus, and he was the manager of the store. Marcus looked at Messi from head to toe with a look that showed he didn't think Messi was important. "Can I help you?" Marcus asked, but his voice didn't sound friendly. Messi looked at him and calmly said, "I like this car. Can you tell me more about it and how I can change some parts to my liking?" Marcus gave a small, mean smile and said, "We have a certain type of customer we sell to." He sounded like he didn't think Messi belonged there. Messi was confused. "And what do you mean by that?" "I am a customer like anyone else. I want to buy a car." Marcus crossed his arms and leaned forward. "It doesn't matter who you are. We have rules about who we sell to. I'm sure you understand." Messi stood still for a moment. The way Marcus spoke was rude. It was unfair. But Messi was not the kind of person to get angry quickly. "I see. Thank you for telling me," he said politely, though he felt sad inside. He turned around and walked toward the exit. Another customer in the store had been watching everything. He didn't like how Messi was treated, so he took out his phone and recorded the whole thing secretly. He saved the video knowing it was something people should see. That night, Messi went home. He looked calm, but inside he felt upset. He had faced situations like this before, but it still hurt. He knew that many other people went through the same thing daily. His wife, Valeria, greeted him with a smile but quickly noticed something was wrong. "Is everything okay, Leo?" she asked as they sat on the couch. Messi nodded slowly but didn't look happy. "Something happened at a car store today. I went to look at a car, and the manager treated me badly." Valeria looked curious and a little worried. "What happened?" Messi took a deep breath and told her everything. He explained how the manager didn't even try to help him and treated him unfairly because of the way he dressed. Feeling disappointed, Messi added, "This isn't the first time something like this has happened. It's not about whether they know who I am or not. They judge me just by looking at my clothes. It's like they think a person's worth is based on how they appear." Valeria frowned, clearly upset. "Leo, you did the right thing by staying calm. But this kind of behavior shouldn't be ignored. Not just for you, but for other people who don't have a big name like yours to stand up for themselves." Messi thought about her words. He always tried to avoid trouble, but Valeria was right. This was bigger than just him. While they were talking, something was happening on the internet. The video the other customer had recorded at the store was spreading fast on social media. The video showed how rude the manager was and how Messi stayed calm. Many people shared the video and left angry comments. How can they treat someone like this? It doesn't matter if it's Messi or not, this is wrong. Soon, hashtags like #RespectTheCustomer, #Messi, #discrimination, and #LuxAutoHouse were trending. The car store got a lot of complaints. People from all over the world shared their own stories of being treated unfairly. Even news stations started talking about it. The store's reputation was quickly getting worse. At Messi's house, his phone started buzzing over and over. It wouldn't stop vibrating. Valeria noticed first. "Leo, your phone keeps going off. Have you checked social media?" She handed him his phone. Messi looked at the screen and was surprised. A small smile appeared on his face. "The video someone recorded already has millions of views," he said, showing Valeria the screen. She took the phone and read some of the comments. "This isn't just about that car store, Leo. It shows how some businesses treat people unfairly just by looking at them." She paused, then added, "You should say something." Messi nodded, but before he could answer, his phone rang. It was his agent, Diego. "Leo," Diego said quickly. "Have you seen what's happening?" The video is everywhere. The car store is getting a lot of angry messages. It's a big problem for them now. Messi sighed. I didn't want this to become a big deal, Santi. But if it helps show people what's wrong, then maybe it's a good thing. Diego was quiet for a moment. We need to think about what to do next. Do you want to say something to the public? This is a chance to send an important message, but we have to be careful. Messi thought about it. He had never been someone who liked drama, but he knew he had a voice that people listened to. Maybe this was a chance to bring awareness to a bigger problem. He didn't just want justice for himself. He wanted to help others who faced the same kind of unfair treatment. The night went on, but Messi couldn't stop thinking. What would be the right thing to do next? Messi thought for a few seconds before answering. Yes, I want to say something. But I don't want to hurt anyone. I want to talk about respect and treating everyone kindly, no matter who they are or what they wear. Diego, his friend, smiled on the phone. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I'll write something for your message. This is becoming a big deal. After hanging up, Messi looked at his wife, Valeria. I don't want this to become something bad, Anto. If I say something, it has to be a message that helps people, not one that makes them fight. She smiled warmly. You always know what to do, Leo. Messi had a chance to make a big difference. At the same time, the workers at a car company called Lux Auto House were very worried. People were angry with them and writing mean things about them online. News channels wanted to talk to them. Marcus, the manager, was in trouble because his name was everywhere, but not in a good way. He tried to ignore the situation at first, hoping it would pass. But the messages kept coming, and soon some of his best customers canceled their purchases. Even his employees started questioning whether they wanted to work for someone with such a bad reputation. Messi, always calm and kind, knew he had to be careful. That morning, after thinking about everything and talking with Valeria and Diego, he wrote a short message on his social media. Respect is very important in life, whether in football or anywhere else. We must treat everyone kindly no matter how they look. I hope we all learn from this and make the world a better place. Right away, people loved his message. Thousands of fans liked and shared it. Other famous people, athletes, and regular fans joined in, saying how important respect is. His post was translated into many languages, and soon people all over the world were talking about it. Schools discussed it with their students. Companies used it in meetings. Parents showed it to their children to teach them about kindness. But Lux Auto House was in big trouble. People stopped buying cars from them. Many canceled their orders. Their social media was filled with complaints. Marcus became known as someone who treated others badly. He tried to apologize, but it was too late. The damage was done. He sat in his office, reading the angry comments, knowing that his business might never recover. Messi decided to move on. With Diego, he looked for another place to buy a car. They found Orem Motors, a company that treats everyone kindly. When Messi arrived, he was welcomed warmly. Sophia, the manager, smiled and said, "Welcome, Mr. Messi. It's an honor to have you here. How can I help you?" Messi felt happy about the kindness. He replied, "I'm looking for a special car, something beautiful and fast." Sophia nodded. "We have many great options. Let me show you some amazing cars." She and her team showed Messi different luxury cars. Some were electric, some were sports cars, and all were very fancy. But one car caught Messi's eye, a sleek black electric car that looked modern and elegant. This car is not only beautiful but also powerful. It can travel 500 kilometers without needing to recharge and is as fast as any sports car, Sophia explained. Messi walked around the car, touching it gently. Then he sat inside. "This is exactly what I want," he said with a smile. As Sophia wrote down Messi's choices to personalize the car, she asked, "I hope you had a good experience with us." Messi thought for a moment and said, "This place is very different from the last one, but I believe even bad experiences can teach us something." Sophia smiled. "That's very wise, Mr. Messi. At Orem Motors, we always treat people with kindness." Messi nodded, happy with both the car and how he was treated. Outside, a crowd of fans and reporters waited for Messi. When he stepped out of the dealership, Sophia shook his hand. "Thank you for choosing us. I hope you love your new car." Messi smiled. "Thank you for making this special." As cameras flashed and people cheered, Messi felt something inside him. He realized this was more than just buying a car. It was about showing the world that respect matters. As he waited for his car to be ready, he had an idea. He talked to Valeria and Diego, then went back to Orem Motors the next day. "Sophia, I have an idea I want to share with you," Messi said as they sat in a meeting room. Sophia was curious. "Of course, Mr. Messi. What is it?" Messi smiled. I want to use this situation to send a good message about respect. Sophia's eyes lit up. That's a great idea. What do you have in mind? Messi explained, I want to make a video where I drive this new car. The message should be, respect is not just something we want, it's something we give. Every small action can make the world better. Sophia loved the idea. We are completely on board. Our team will start right away. This isn't just an ad, it's an important message. Everyone got excited. In the next few days, Messi worked with the Orem Motors team to make the video. It was simple but powerful. The video showed Messi driving his sleek black car through beautiful streets while saying, respect is the road we should all follow. It's not just something we want, it's something we give. Together we can make the world better, one small action at a time. At the end, Messi parked the car, stepped out, and smiled. Then the words appeared on the screen, drive respect. The video became a huge success. Within 24 hours, millions of people watched it online. Many celebrities, influencers, and regular people shared it. One person wrote on Twitter, thank you Messi for reminding us that everyone deserves respect no matter how they look. #DriveRespect. The campaign spread all over the world. Schools, businesses, and organizations started using the slogan, Drive Respect, as part of their values. People shared their own stories of kindness and respect. Meanwhile, Lux Auto House could not recover. Even though they finally apologized, it was too late. People still did not trust them. Marcus lost his job, and the company had to close many of its branches. One evening, Diego called Messi after reading the latest news about the campaign. Leo, you have to see this. Drive Respect isn't just a campaign anymore. Companies are now making new rules about respect and kindness because of it. Messi listened and then said, I didn't do it for the companies, Santi. I did it for the people. If this helps even one person feel valued, then it was worth it. Valeria, who was listening, walked over and hugged him. You're making a difference beyond football, Leo. This will be part of your legacy. Online, people kept celebrating the campaign. Schools and communities around the world started using Drive Respect for events and projects that spread kindness. Messi continued sharing the message wherever he went, reminding the world that even bad moments can be turned into something good. If you enjoyed this story, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories filled with adventure, mystery, and excitement. Your support means the world and it helps keep these stories coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.